All right, so just got done seeing Saturday Night, and it was really good. I don't think it's like Oscars good as far as like the it just didn't feel that great, and I was kind of worried about that a little bit, but I definitely wasn't worried enough that I was thinking it was going to be like a failure or anything like that. But yeah, it was really good. Lots of funny little moments. It's kind of hard to say if I'll watch it again because it feels almost like a one-time watch, but I would definitely not be opposed to watching it again, especially because some of the comedy that happens is just random, like because the way it's directed, sometimes it's definitely directed to where it wants to be felt like it's all one shot, and it definitely doesn't try to do that. Like it doesn't stitch shots together to try and make it one shot, but it has a bit of a frantic pace to it. You're following characters around. You'll follow one character, and then you'll be left with a couple of other characters, and the one character that you were following, they're just off doing something, and it does a really great job about timing and bouncing around. So lots of the funny lines that do happen in it, they're not set up, so they just kind of happen. So definitely, upon a rewatch, a lot of the comedic lines that do come from out of nowhere will be even a little bit funnier this time, just because now you know to expect them. There was a lot of things that I got as far as understanding characters. It does not come out and tell you each and every single portrayal that you're seeing on screen. Sometimes you'll hear like last names or first names. Obviously, a lot of the time you'll hear full names. But if you're not well versed in historical matters as far as like TV personalities and things like that, a lot of the things that's happening, you might go over your head a little bit. But I did appreciate that the movie wasn't trying to say, hey, look, this is so-and-so, here they are, and here's what they do, and here's why they're famous, and here's why they're in. No, it expects you to have some knowledge. And if you don't have the knowledge, seek it out afterwards. Understand who these characters are. As far as watching Saturday Night Live, I mostly saw it throughout the 90s. I saw it here and there. It was never something that I would religiously watch. I didn't even think it was really live. I thought it was just something that was recorded throughout a week or whatever, and then shown on Saturday night. But I definitely knew a lot of the characters and a lot of the skits, and it was just something that I was familiar with, but definitely familiar with it enough to really understand a fair amount of the characters in the situation, and especially some of the side characters that were not even in the Saturday Night Live main cast. We're talking about a main cast from 1975, but just like Jim Henson or Albert Brooks, or just characters that are not like involved in that specific world, but guests and things like that. So I was happy that I was able to understand a lot of the characters and some of the jokes that were happening without even being fully familiar with the Saturday Night Live world. I do want to definitely. Obviously, unless you're really knowledgeable about the history of Saturday Night Live, I'm definitely interested in seeing the first episode. And I don't know why you wouldn't want to watch the first episode after seeing this if you haven't already. It's definitely engaging. I would say it's not constant hilarious stuff. There is a lot of it's mostly centered on what else could possibly happen within 90 minutes of the show going live, and some of it truly is unbelievable, but everything that happens doesn't seem like it's some giant thing, something that is just like the movie never leads up to big things happening other than the beginning of the show, but crazy things will just happen, and then the characters will just move on, and it's like, yeah, it's not something that is so dramatic that it's like, oh, this isn't, like I was saying earlier, it's nothing that's like, oh, this is like Oscar worthy material, but I think it has more of a general appeal than if it did try to go too serious. And yeah, that might not win it any Oscars when it comes to the Academy Awards, but I think for anyone who does watch it, it's going to be a movie that sticks with you more than awards type of movies. A lot of them, I do believe. But yeah. Overall, it was really enjoyable. It's probably obvious, but I think the Chad Michael Smith. I could be totally wrong. The actor who played Chevy Chase, I thought he was excellent. I like Chevy Chase in anything, but seeing someone else play him, especially so early in his life, just seems like a fun person to have around. And I just liked any time his character popped up randomly throughout the entire movie. But yeah, I mean, everyone was great for who they were. I mean, everyone, as far as I could tell, was pretty much spot on. But I definitely recommend seeing it. Like I said, it's not going to blow your socks off as being some incredible master work. It's just fun. There's never not one dull moment at any point. I really enjoyed it, and now I'm going to go home and seek out to the first episode of Saturday Night Live, and also do some research to see what exactly really happened in real life. Because I cannot believe everything that was portrayed in this movie really happened. I mean, there's some things that it's like, I don't know. But I'm looking forward to learning more about it, and visiting that first season for the first time, and seeing how the characters in this movie, how they turned out during the 1975. But let me know if you've seen it below. Overall, what do you think of Saturday Night Live, the actual show? To me, yeah, I mean, I thought, I mean, of course, the most of what I've seen, like I said, is from the 90s, early 2000s. I understand, and everything that I see from it nowadays doesn't seem to be, I don't know, it just seems to fall kind of flat nowadays, and I don't know what it is, but I never really give it a proper watch ever, so I can't really speak my mind about it too much. But I suggest it. Let me know. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about it, and also what you think about Saturday Night Live in general. If there's any peak years or peak groups that you think was the best cast of the show. I hope the 1975 cast is as good or even better than some of the casts from the 90s that I remember. So we'll see. But until the next one, I'll catch you later.